The sinful world and its anti-Christian lifestyle is literally coming for our families, for our children, for our grandchildren, for our wives. We all know that our greater society has decided to move in the opposite direction from God's law. While the Bible says to love one another, society tries to pit us against each other based on our economic status or the color of our skin or whatever else that they can come up with. While the Bible says that marriage is for a man and a woman, our society says anyone can marry anyone. Our nation is just flat out going on the wrong track. I don't know how it can get much worse now as Satan and his minions are literally coming for our children. They're not even hiding it anymore. They're openly telling us and bragging about the fact that they're coming for our children. And our city and our state and our nation are completely on the wrong track. As an example, my own children's school, local school here, wanted to teach a course last year and again this year for AIDS for 5th graders. So I got curious. I'm a very curious-natured person. And I went through the Washington State Center for Health Statistics and Disease Control websites, and I just researched the last 20 years, and I learned that absolutely no kids have contracted AIDS in the last 20 years. The program was written in 1988, and they didn't even use it back then. But now, 35 years later, someone at the school board or whoever decided to dust off the books, break it on out so that they can teach kids about needles, sex, and drugs to 11-year-old children. In California and Washington, laws have already been passed where teachers are to encourage gender confusion on our children and hide it from the parents. Never in American history has godly leadership been more crucial in our homes for our families.
Come on, man, come on.
This world is leading our families into sin, and it is our job as the men to make sure and lead them back to a life filled with Christ.
Right.
In Isaiah 5, verse 20, it says, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." But that is truly the world we're living in today. So today's about leadership, and not one specific sin of society or another specific sin. But there's no better example of what we're up against than this example. Feel free to YouTube it if you want, but it's the San Francisco Gay Men's Choir, very talented group of people, singing about their agenda. I was going to play it for you, but then it gets in my head and I get frustrated all day, so I'll just tell you a part of it. The words are, "You think we're sinful, you fight against our rights. You say we all live lives you can't respect. But you're just frightened. You think we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct. We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly. You will barely notice it." They sing a few more lines about tolerance and acceptance, and then with the background of 100 men there, they start to sing more like chanting over and over, "We're coming for your children. We're coming for your children. We're coming for your children." They repeat it 7 times, finishing with, all in unison, "The gay agenda is coming home." So yes, gentlemen, they're coming for your children. And again, not about this one sin. This is about the entire world of sin. That's coming for our kids and our grandkids. So acceptance of sin and celebration of sin is not how we are as Christian men to live. This isn't an agenda that we have to... Sorry, I get frustrated with this topic and all of them coming after our kids. This agenda is coming to us from all sins, not just one, and they're coming into our families. So why is godly leadership so crucial in the home? This is why. This is exactly why. So I want to start today out by looking at exactly what godly leadership is.